All right, recorded live from beautiful downtown Bluefield, Virginia. That's our next installment of the New Graham Knives Show. We've got a couple of new knives, excuse me, we're going to talk about today. If Tommy can pan down here, we've got a first one's from Spyderco. These came in yesterday, maybe the day before. It's a National Law Enforcement Officer Museum Fund commemorative Delica. The Delica has about a 3-inch blade. It's flat ground, VG10. We have a blue FRN handle with this. And on the back of the blade, and we've tried this, make sure we can see if you can get the logo on there. It's got a shield and the National Law Enforcement Officer Museum logo. This museum's scheduled to open in 2013, and Spyderco is sending a portion of the sale on this particular Delica to help get this museum off the ground and help commemorate the various law enforcement agencies throughout the United States. I don't know how many they're going to make out of this fella. It's got a black clip. It's drilled and tapped on all 4 corners. Of course, all these Delicas have the FRN handles and the nested steel liners. So very nice knife, $68. Very easy knife to carry. In the pocket, lightweight, but still a very good hard-working knife. The next new one that came in is from Case for the traditional people. This is a Tony Bose designed muscat. It has bone handles with federal shield. The bolsters are 154 cm stainless. The blades are Thomas Raindrop Damascus. You'll see the traditional clip blade. And one thing different that he did was he put a Warncliffe blade in here, which, to me, I personally really like a muskrat pattern in a traditional knife. And there's something about having a Warncliffe on there that's just, really makes this particular pattern stand out. We only got 2 of these in stock. They only made 100 of them for worldwide sales, so I think we did real well getting 2 of them. Is that showing up at all? How about if we did something like that? Will that help at all?
Maybe.
Try to give you some idea of this Thomas Raindrop Damascus. Absolutely beautiful knife. Price not faint for heart. It's you're looking at a almost $400 knife right there. But fit and finish on these is as good as anything Case puts out. Their top craftsmen work on these. So. Anyway, those are the 2 new ones we've got to show you this week. We had a call talking about wave knives, so we thought we would mention Emerson's knives and Spyderco. Spyderco licensed the wave feature from Ernest Emerson. He's the one that came out with it, and basically the whole idea behind the wave that you see here is when it's in the pocket, you can actually, as you're drawing the knife out of the pocket, you hook this on the edge of the pocket and the blade will flip open automatically.
Show us how that works.
Well, I can do that, and I knew you were going to ask me to do that. Where we're recording live, I just as soon not mess it up. Thank you very much. I'll hold the camera while you show them. How's that? Invariably, if we try to do something like that live, as recorded, it won't open. But one thing that we really noticed about these, this is Ernie Emerson's. This particular one is a Gentleman Gem. He has 154 cm stainless and titanium liners in his knife. He also has a thumb disc opener, and then his wave feature right here. Now, what Spyderco has done, and I don't want to get Ernie mad at me, but Spyderco's kind of modified the wave just a little bit. You can see how more pronounced it is on the Spydercos. And in my pocket, for my particular set of ergonomics, the wave feature that's on the Spyderco, this is the Endura and this is the Delica. It actually seems to hook in my pockets a little bit better and deploys a little more, regularly. But the Endura, and we kind of set it out, I chose a Gentleman Gem because they're real close to the same length and size. And then we have the Delica, which is a little bit smaller knife. If we stand them up on ends, you can tell a difference in thickness. There's no doubt that the Emerson is a more robust knife, simply from the thickness and the fact he's using titanium liners. The Delica and the Endura they have nested steel liners that are skeletonized. So this is a plenty strong knife. Don't be misled by the thin and the fact that it has FRN handles. But once again, when it really gets down to the nitty gritty, the Emerson brand knife is a tank, just plain and simple. One big drawback to it, obviously, is the fact it's thicker, it's heavier, and G10 has a tendency sometimes to stick in people's pocket a little bit more than the slicker FRN handles do. But this kind of gives you a little bit of size comparison. Spyderco only waves the Delica and the Endura. Many of Ernie Emerson's knives have the wave feature. He makes very few knives actually without the wave, so you know it's a very popular feature in his knives. But this gives you some idea of a size comparison between a Gentleman Gem and Endura, and then the Delica compared to the Endura. And we're about through on our time.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's it. Say goodnight, Gracie.